Hey everyone, get this. AI is getting so crazy powerful, it's even like messing with the stock market.
Yeah, for real.
We're going to deep dive into this new AI everyone's freaking out about. It's called DeepSeek.
DeepSeek, yeah. This Chinese AI, it's been making some serious waves. Like, you wouldn't believe how fast and cheap they developed it.
Okay, so like 2 months, under $6 million? That's nuts. I mean, U.S. companies are pouring billions years into this stuff.
I know, it's wild. And listen to this, Marc Andreessen, he's like totally blown away. He says it's one of the most incredible AI things he's ever seen.
All right, so what's this DeepSeek actually do?
So it can do things that usually take, tons of brain power. Like, it built a whole video game from scratch.
Right, seriously.
And it can analyze like crazy complex data, spot trends, all that. It even does what they call real-time thinking, adapts to new info on the fly.
Okay, this is sounding less like hype and more like, oh crap, the future's here kind of stuff. But where did this thing even come from?
That's where things get a little, mysterious. Like, we don't know a ton about the lab it came from or the guy who made it, Liang Wang.
Huh, secretive. And, this is all happening while the U.S. is trying to limit China's access to the tech they need to build this stuff, right?
Huh.
Sanctions and all that.
Exactly. And that's what makes it even more wild. They basically outsmarted the restrictions.
Okay, but how? I mean, you need those super powerful computer chips for AI.
Right, but they got creative. They squeezed everything they could out of less powerful GPUs and used some really clever techniques to slash the computing power they needed.
Oh, so they found workarounds.
Yeah, they use this method called distillation. Basically, they take a massive AI and use it to teach a smaller, way more efficient one.
Oh, that's smart. So it's like training a student with a super genius teacher.
Exactly. And you know what else is a game changer? DeepSeek is open source.
Whoa, wait, you mean they just gave away their code?
Pretty much. They made it public. It's a huge difference from companies like OpenAI. They're all hush-hush.
Yeah, and people are losing their minds over this. Some say it's going to make AI explode, way more developers, faster progress. Others are like, whoa, slow down, this could be dangerous.
It's a massive debate. And it's even funnier because even Elon Musk is out there criticizing OpenAI for being too secretive.
Oh, the irony. But let's be real. Beyond all the philosophical stuff, this has real-world consequences, right?
Huge ones. Like, the cost of using DeepSeek is a fraction of what OpenAI charges.
Seriously. How much are we talking?
So they charge by these things called tokens, basically like chunks of language the AI processes. DeepSeek, 10 cents per million tokens. OpenAI, $440.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Huge difference, right?
I mean, think about it. You could build an AI customer service thing with DeepSeek and handle millions of interactions for a couple bucks. With OpenAI, you're looking at thousands.
Yeah, it's changing the game, especially for startups and smaller companies that don't have endless money.
It really feels like this DeepSeek thing is democratizing AI. Anyone can get in on it now. It's an interesting development, that's for sure. And it's shaking things up big time, even in the stock market.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about that. This thing caused a major freak out, right?
Absolutely. News of what DeepSeek could do caused this massive sell-off. We're talking over $620 billion lost in one day.
Wow. I mean, that's insane.
People are starting to realize, hey, maybe the U.S. isn't the only game in town anymore.
Power shift, huh? The AI world's getting really interesting. It's like one AI program just shook the entire market. Crazy.
Yeah.
But what's next? What does the future of AI look like after this?
Well, some people are saying that this is just the beginning. DeepSeek is awesome, but the next level of AI, that's going to be driven by hardware, not just software.
What does that even mean? Like robots and stuff?
You got it. Think about it. Most AI right now, it learns from reading tons and tons of text.
Right.
But the real world, it's way more than words on a page. There are physical limits to what AI can learn from just reading.
So you're saying they need to experience the world?
Exactly. Robots, they can do that. They can learn by actually doing things, touching things, interacting with the world.
That's kind of wild to think about.
Yeah.
It's like the difference between reading about riding a bike and actually riding one.
Right. And that kind of hands-on learning, it could lead to some crazy advancements. Imagine robots that can do things that need human touch and intuition.
It's exciting and kind of scary at the same time. What happens when robots start learning even faster?
Yeah, it's a valid concern. That's why we got to make sure AI development is responsible, We're moving towards a future where AI is everywhere, so we got to make sure it's safe and aligns with what we believe as humans.
It's like all those sci-fi movies where robots become too smart and take over.
Oh.
Hopefully that stays fiction.
Well, remember, AI is a tool. It's up to us how we use it. We got to guide its development so it's used for good.
So it's not about being afraid of AI, but being smart about it.
Right. We need to move past this whole us versus them thing. The future of AI, it's not about robots replacing us. It's about us and robots working together, each doing what we're best at.
I like that. A partnership, not a takeover.
Exactly. The future of AI, it's not set in stone. We create it together.
Well said.
Yeah.
This DeepSeek thing, it's not just some cool new tech. It's making us think about what AI means for humanity.
Yeah, it's definitely shaking things up. It's challenged what we thought about AI cost, who has access to it, and even the balance of power in the world.
And the whole open source thing, that's another huge part of this. Do we want AI to be open to everyone, or do we want to keep it controlled?
It's a tough question. Both sides have good points. Open source means faster progress, more people can get involved, but it also raises concerns about, what if it falls into the wrong hands?
Finding the right balance is key, right?
Yeah.
Encourage innovation, but also stay aware of the risks. But how do we do that when AI is a global thing?
You're right. It needs international cooperation. We need some kind of guidelines, a shared understanding of what's right and wrong, how AI can impact society.
Sounds like a big challenge.
It is, but I think we can do it. We've worked together globally before, like with space exploration or scientific research. It's about building trust and knowing that we're all in this together.
Working together, especially in a world that feels so divided, that's a powerful message. We need to find that common ground and make sure AI benefits everyone.
And the future is coming fast. AI is developing so quickly, we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
It's exciting, but it also makes you think.
It does. As we keep talking about DeepSeek and what it all means, remember that we all have a role to play in the future of AI.
We're not just watching this happen, we're part of it.
Right. Our choices, our actions, even the small ones, they matter. They shape the future.
It's like we're not just passengers on this AI train, we're the ones driving it.
And that's a responsibility we can't ignore.
So as we wrap up this whole DeepSeek deep dive, what are some big things our listeners should really remember?
I think that the main thing is AI is changing so fast and not always how we expect. DeepSeek showed us that you don't need $1 zillion in years to make something groundbreaking.
It's like the little guy can still win, even in tech. Who knew a small team could build something that rivals the biggest companies out there?
Totally. It shows you the power of being clever and thinking outside the box and be ready for anything, cause the tech world can change overnight.
Yeah, no kidding. And the way DeepSeek was developed, the whole open source thing, that's a big deal too, right?
Huge. It brings up so many questions about who gets access to AI, how we work together. Can we make AI available to everyone?
It's a bold move, making something that powerful open source. I wonder, what's going to happen long term? Will it make the AI world more, friendly? Or will people freak out about safety and control?
Only time will tell, right? But these are the conversations we need to be having now, because AI is getting more and more advanced, and it's touching every part of our lives.
That's a good point. We got to look beyond the hype and the scary headlines and really think about how to develop and use AI responsibly.
Totally. It's not about stopping progress. It's about making sure AI reflects our values, It should be used to make things better for humanity.
Finding that balance, right? Pushing the limits, but not going too far. Realizing that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used in good ways or bad ways.
Exactly. It's not like some destiny thing. We get to decide what the future of AI looks like through our choices, our actions.
And that goes for everyone, right? Even our listeners.
Of course. It's easy to feel like, oh man, this is all happening too fast, I can't keep up. But everyone has a role to play.
So, what can our listener do? How can they be part of this whole AI thing?
Start by staying curious. Read about it. Listen to different opinions and ask questions like, what's good about AI? What's bad? How do we make sure it's used ethically? What skills are going to be important in a world where AI is everywhere?
It's not about having all the answers. It's about being willing to learn and adapt as things change, right?
Totally. And don't think of AI as some far-off thing. It's here, it's now, and it's going to keep growing.
So to our listener, we say dive in. Explore the possibilities, think about the big questions, and be part of shaping what AI becomes.
The future of AI, it's not happening to us. It's something we're all creating together.
That's a great way to put it. And with that, we wrap up our DeepSeek deep dive and our exploration of the wild world of AI. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and keep asking those big questions.